人们总说邪不压正，可他为何坏事做尽却无人能敌
？The greatest fighter to ever live, ever, is fucking John Jones.
Turkey 911, operator 3830, where is your emergency?
Dude, I wonder if this is that fighter's car. John Jones?
After leaving the scene of an accident where he crashed his car, injured a pregnant woman.
On Tuesday night, it was announced that the UFC was stripping John Jones of his light heavyweight championship.
任何伟大的冠军都需要同样伟大的对手。面对琼斯因犯罪被剥夺头衔，他曾经的手下败将 Dc 丹尼尔科米尔又将如何一雪前耻？炒作的尽头只剩下纯粹的仇恨，这是格斗史上最残酷的恩怨对决。
This is why I'm being this way.
I really hope he's somewhere crying. You know, and I'm sure he is.
Hey, show me I suck. You suck.
Don't fix my good. My get you fucking nonsense.
而所有这一切的起因都要从2003年说起。03年春天，摔跤手 DC 的家中迎来了一个新生命，他的第一个女儿，可幸福却是如此短暂。
I called the highway patrol. They told me that there was an accident on the highway and that 3 people were injured, but there was only 1 fatality, and it was her. Just some guy being irresponsible, not paying attention. The baby strapped in exactly as she's supposed to be. The guy bangs into the back of the car. She died at the scene. We buried Kaden in Killeen, Texas. I just remember her casket being so small. So small. I just remember her in the casket and just not understanding why stuff like that keeps happening. Why does stuff like this keep happening?
苦难摧残，却也锤炼着灵魂，区分出坚强与懦弱。DC 用行动证明他绝不属于后者。接下来的几年里，他仍在赛场上拼搏，甚至为国出征奥运，却仍倒在了终点线前。在雅典奥运会与奖牌失之交臂后， DC 重整旗鼓，将以队长的身份参加08年北京奥运会。可因频繁的减重压力，他不得不退出比赛。
At the Olympics, my kidneys shut down, so I didn't get to wrestle my second Olympic Games.
面对接踵而至的挫折与不幸， DC 并未选择放弃。经过慎重考虑，他决定加入 AKA 俱乐部，开始自己的综合格斗生涯。
Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive.
You have the opportunity to show the world what you are really made of.
仅凭借1.75米的身高 ，DC 成为了 Strikeforce 重量级冠军，并很快加入 UFC。为了不与 AKA 队友时任 UFC 重量级冠军凯恩产生竞争 ，DC 选择到轻重量级发展，并开始了长达5年的连胜之路。2014年，在赢下与丹·亨德森的比赛后 ，DC 叫阵了轻重量级冠军格斗天才骨头琼斯。
John Jones, you can't run away from me forever. I'm the kid at the wrestling tournament that is always in your bracket. No matter where you go, boy, I'm coming. You better hurry because I'm getting better. And you are getting better, sir. Amazing.
John Jones is a great fighter, but I'm gonna be 100. Even if he was standing in this room, I said he's the dirtiest fighter ever. He's the dirtiest fighter ever, and the guy's so smart. He does the most dirtiest things. Like I know they changed the gloves just because of John Jones. I don't know if you know they changed the design of the gloves so you can't hold your hand like this anymore. The gloves they formed them so they curve so you don't have your hand. So if you fight John Jones before they get the gloves, if you doing anything good on him, and he's gonna put his fingers in, he's gonna poke you in the eye, and then if you advance on you doing anything good, you get the advantage when kick your knee backwards.
琼斯与 DC 两位不败斗士的对决很快被安排在2014年8月举行。这本是一场普通的比赛，可赛前的发布会却永远地改变了一切。
he comes up to me and he gets very close and he hits me with his forehead. There is not a man walking this earth that will get into my face, put his head on me and push me forward without me actually reacting.
I'm not saying I would fight you. I said I would kill you.
John, John, do you think I'm just gonna sit there and let you kill me, John?
There is nothing you can do to stop me from coming at you round after round with the most malicious techniques I know. You will lose this fight, Daniel Cormier. I want you to believe it. Every ounce of training you put in leading up to this fight will be a waste of your life.
这起恶性事件使古德琼斯付出了4万美刀罚款和40小时社区服务的代价，他的凶恶被赤裸地展现在观众面前。而要理解面对琼斯的挑衅 ，DC 为何反应如此强烈，就不得不提到他的童年遭遇。
So this is my stepfather. He raised me, man. When my biological dad left, he got remarried, started a new family. I have one memory of my biological father, just one. And it's the oddest memory that we were at a truck stop. I think he was a truck driver, and we were at a truck stop one day, and he was like cleaning his truck. But that's the only memory I have of my biological dad. But I do remember the day he passed away. I remember being at my aunt's house, and we were watching The Color Purple. And I just remember my mom getting a phone call and everybody just going absolutely crazy. And I couldn't really understand what was going on. And I just remember like going to a funeral for my dad. He got killed, man, murdered by his new father-in-law on Thanksgiving Day. I've dealt with some shit in my life, man. When I was a kid, I had a bully. I think a lot of kids do, but it seemed like mine was excessive. One kid actually, one time, he had an egg in his hand and he punched me with it. And it broke in my eye and I fell down. And I got up and I just left. I wouldn't fight the kid. Like I had something that was like a block. Like I could not allow myself to stand up to this kid. Well, I was one kid at home with my family or with my friends, but anytime these other kids came around, I was completely different. I was like broken, you know, it was like I was so scared of everything confrontational. This one kid used to just mess with me all the time. His name is Gilbert. From 2nd grade to 4th grade, he literally just controlled my life. I was beaten, I was bruised, I was battered. I did not think I could beat him. I had no confidence when it came to him.
I'm gonna make him my wife.
Not that kind of presser.
You're gonna be Mrs. Jones for the night.
That is not true. One day, me and my friend PJ, my cousin, we were kicking a football tee, and the high school wrestling coach was leaving. He started talking to us about wrestling. That's pretty much how I started wrestling. Like, it was crazy. It saved me for like the last 2 years of middle school. Wrestling saved me. One of the happiest days of my life, Gilbert came over and he was going to kick my ass again for the the kid's like 99-1 against me my entire life, you know. He was coming to kick my ass for the 100th time. He just didn't know that I had learned to wrestle. So as soon as he went to get me, I took his ass down, put him in a half Nelson. He's like flopping around on his belly like, what is going on here? And from like that day, I was like, no one's bullying me because I can stand up for myself.
从小到大 ，DC 的生命中仿佛充满着不幸，但他一次又一次的迎难而上。4个月后 ，DC 与琼斯的比赛被重新安排。这一次，即使从未被看好，他也依旧会全力以赴。
John Jones is not going to realize what it's like to have DC on top. Never felt anything like that.
There's a level of intensity attached to this fight.
Hey, show me
that is really unprecedented.
205 for the champion!
He wants to go down as the greatest fighter the sport has ever known.
Jones versus Cormier.
John Jones for the light heavyweight belt. That's right.
Caught. Down.
time. Look at this. For the nasty elbow.
There is no doubt in my mind that I'm going to win this fight on Saturday. I mean, I know that the guy's good. I know he's great. But I'm prepared, man. I've prepared a lifetime for this. I'm ready to go.
It's clear. This ultimate grudge match. Look at this. Goes the distance.
For the winner by unanimous decision, and still,
I do not like DC, and this is why I'm being this way.
I really hope he's somewhere crying, you know, and I'm sure he is.
I don't know how to judge a fight, so, you know I lost. It's not going to ruin me, you know, one way or the other. I'm going to stand across the cage from that man again, and I'll believe just as I did tonight, and I'll take the fight to him again, I guess.
在赢下这场比赛后，古德琼斯几乎肃清了量级，他也开始了更加肆无忌惮的放肆狂欢。
1 week before every fight, I would go out and I would get blacked out wasted. And my logic was, if this guy were to beat me somehow, I can look myself in the mirror and say that, well, I lost because I got hammered the week before the fight.
UFC light heavyweight champ John Bones Jones has tested positive for traces of cocaine.
UFC champ John Jones said that he'd take his drug treatment program very seriously after testing positive for a cocaine metabolite in a December 4th drug test. But he never said for how long. Jones's mother, Camille, admitted Monday that her son left the rehab facility after just one night.
Dude, I wonder if this is that fighter's car. John Jones?
Unknown injuries, 3 vehicles.
Jones turning himself in overnight after police say he ran a red light, crashing his rented silver Buick SUV into an oncoming car, breaking the pregnant driver's arm. 21-year-old Vanessa Sonnenberg, a third car also hit. After initially fleeing the scene, witnesses say Jones came back, grabbing a large wad of cash before taking off again and jumping a fence.
The driver of the SUV fled on foot.
Inside the SUV, police say they found a pipe with marijuana, and that's not all.
I've dealt with some shit in my life, man. I lost my daughter back in 2003. Just some guy being irresponsible.
On Tuesday night, it was announced that the UFC was stripping John Jones of his light heavyweight championship after Dana White and Lorenzo Fertitta flew to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and met with Jones and his lawyer. The decision was made to suspend Jones indefinitely following a hit-and-run accident this past Sunday, where Jones fled the scene and couldn't be reached until Monday, and is now facing a felony charge of leaving the scene of an accident involving death or personal injury. As a result, Jones will not be fighting at UFC 187 next month, and Daniel Cormier has been pulled from the June 6th Fight Night card in New Orleans to fight Anthony Johnson on May the 23rd and crown the new UFC light heavyweight champion.
Cormier picks him up, puts him down. He's going to tap. It is all over!
And the new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
John Jones, get your shit together. I'm waiting for you.
在取得冠军腰带后 ，DC 先后完成了2次卫冕，可他却始终活在老对手琼斯的阴影之下。
So I'd love to compete against him, but he's gonna be away for a while, so we gotta shift our focus. There's somebody else that needs his ass kicked.
DC 渴望击败琼斯，证明自己，而幸运的是，这样的机会很快就会到来。
How are you guys? Awesome. The thing that I would never ever be is a bully. I would never ever use my awesome fighting skills to hurt anybody else because I hate bullies. I hate watching it.
Man, Daniel, you're weak as today. I hate being around it.
Good morning, everybody. Just want to wish you all these nuts.
I think it stinks, and I think it really needs to go away forever. So, if you guys are ever faced with a situation where you know you're getting ready to do something that maybe you're not necessarily proud that you're getting ready to do, please do not pull, I'll call it a John Bones Jones. Don't do what I did. I'm at peace. I'm at peace with, the trouble that I've gotten into and the bad decisions I've made.
John Jones.
Jonathan Jones.
This guy's got a lot of demons, man.
2, 3.
I just think I think I'm the perfect example of somebody who had so much and was doing so much well, so much good, and ruin it. If there's a situation that you know that you can avoid, please think twice. Don't do what I did, because right now I am totally regretting what happened that day. What happened that day? Regretting.
I did not break the speeding limit.
Because I was going the speed limit.
Okay, I was.
You were pulling away from me. Your car's so loud.
Man, you're just harassing me, man.
I'm just asking you a simple question,
My car
Jonathan.
is loud because it's a sports car.
Okay. Sit tight. I'll be with you in a minute. Cut the attitude.
I can't believe you. You're ridiculous.
Well, believe it, because it's the truth, sir.
You're ridiculous. You're
Inside the box, sir.
Good luck trying to prove that I was speeding.
Inside the box.
Albuquerque police say this heated exchange took place here at Central and Broadway. An officer claims he saw Jones and another vehicle stopped at the light here when Jones revved his engine and the two took off. Jones ended up with 5 traffic citations, everything from drag racing to having a loud exhaust to his vanity plate covering his registration sticker. Jones insists he was not racing and just revved his engine to acknowledge a fan.
骨头琼斯与 DC 的二番战很快定在了2016年的 UFC 200中举行。此时琼斯已经回到擂台，并在 DC 因伤缺阵的情况下斩获了临时冠军腰带。
I'm doing my work. I'm just being a professional. There it is. There it is. I mean, how rude, John. I'm going to see the doctor on Monday. If they say that Daniel Cormier is okay to compete, I'll be there. And we unify these titles. Don't bring that interim belt. You leave that at home. That's garbage. That's a wake up. They got that thing to the kiosk upstairs.
I stand here 5 months sober, feeling amazing. Thank you.
But there is no change on that young man. He's doing the same type of shit.
Danny, come on. Like, is there anything I can do? Like, I'll sign a release and we can just fight. Can't do it.
I just wanted to tell them that I'm sorry. That's really it.
Who am I to be the moral police? I've made a lot of mistakes.
There was a possible flag for some sort of PED violation. We're here this morning to basically, deny that.
John Jones has been suspended for 1 year by the United States Anti-Doping Agency.
If John is ever back, would you ever go through this again? Would you fight him again, given what you've been through with him? And, this is the 4th time you tried to fight him.
It's very disappointing. I've always fought whoever the UFC's offered me to fight, so I guess if John was back and the fight was the fight, then of course I would take it.
骨头琼斯被剥夺了临时冠军腰带，并获得1年禁赛。这场万众瞩目的二番战也不得不重新被定在 UFC 214举行。这一次 DC 将会全力以赴，一雪前耻。
I'm gonna go right at you and I'm gonna fight your ass just like I did last time. And this time, I'm not going to tire. I'm gonna be in your face pressing you, trying to rip your head off every second of that fight. You don't deserve this.
I'm bitter.
I will show you that you don't deserve this. I'm not bitter at all. But you don't deserve this. I will die to beat you.
No. Be prepared to do that.
Great fighters need great fighters. It's always been the case. There's no great fighter who has existed completely in a vacuum. That has existed throughout combat sports.
When you look at DC, is he a legitimate champion? Is that the real belt?
Fuck no. You never beat me. I looked at a 37-year-old. You're not gonna get any faster than you ever been.
Don't need to be.
Probably no stronger.
Don't need to be.
I'm creeping up in my prime. You're just getting older. We could do push-ups. We could do jiu-jitsu. I will beat you at anything.
Not even.
I'm younger, stronger,
Okay,
more athletic, and I'll
again,
beat
your
you
head- this
10
guy's head
times
clouds.
out of 10 times.
Daddy, did you ever beat John Bones Jones?
Who's the bad guy, Dan?
Don Jones.
Who's the bad guy, Mama?
Don Jones.
And then Dad's gonna be what?
Kevin.
I'm gonna say, you know what? When I won the belt, I didn't have to. The idiot, he eliminated himself from competition by being an idiot.
I've been sober. I haven't done all these things. I haven't wrecked my vehicle. I haven't been suspended. I didn't get stripped of my championship. Thank you. Thank you.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
I love this game. Like, I love this game. I love this sport more than anything. We've never really known John to suffer defeat. The fact that his identity has been so closely tied to being UFC champion, it's been so long now since he's been champion. I really don't care what becomes of John Jones. He said, hey, he just said he's back, right? But is he back? Doesn't he have 2 more months of suspension?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he back?
You better love those 2 months, Daniel. You got 11 weeks to be the.
Are you back, junkie?
I'm back. I'm back.
DC is so in love with Mary and Mama, good person. And John, you are a bad person.
Hold on tight. There's magic in the air tonight.
Is this guy gonna mess this up again by doing steroids or snorting cocaine or sandblasting prostitutes? What's this guy gonna do? What's this guy gonna do to mess this up this time?
I beat you after a weekend of cocaine. I've taken you down 5 times.
Down 3 times.
Listen, last time I foot swept you, held my hand on your hand like you're my bitch.
Hey, what about I threw your punk ass down?
Here we go. The wait is over. John Jones is back for the first time since April of 2016. Out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, by way of Endicott, New York, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion and the #1 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, John Jones. Out of San Listen, get that man about. We went over the rules in the back. I want you to protect yourself at all times. I want you to listen to my instructions at all times. I want you to fight hard, but fight clean. If you want to touch gloves, touch them now. Good. Step back. Good luck.
I'm going to go right at you. I'm going to fight your ass just like I did last time. And this time, I'm not going to tire. I'm not going to let you hold me against the fence. I'm going to be in your face, pressing you, trying to rip your head off every second of that fight. You don't deserve this.
I'm bitter.
I will show you that you don't deserve this. I'm not bitter at all. But you don't deserve this. I will die to beat you. Know that.
You're very bitter.
I will learn from my mistakes. That's the thing that I've shown. I will make the changes necessary to get the job done.
And he's weak. He's weak. And so I'm just excited to prove that again.
Beautiful. Keep controlling the pace. Beautiful job. Hey, stay relaxed.
I look at a 37-year-old. You're not going to get any faster than you ever been. Need to be. Probably no stronger.
Don't need to be. One way or the other. I'm going to stand across the cage from that man again. And I believe, just as I did tonight, I'll take the fight to him again, I guess.
Who's the bad guy, Dan? Who's the bad guy, Mama? And then Dad's gonna be what?
Once again sends Jones retreating. He's just having a hard time reaching. John Jones once again sits atop this UFC light heavyweight division. And a pretty calculated approach tonight, Dominic. He bided his time and when a window opened. Not sure what Cormier's issue is right now.
I think DC just wants to shake his hand. I think he's kind of out of it right now. I think he wants to just say something to Jones. I don't think he's trying to cause a problem right now. They're just trying to keep everything cool in there.
Dana White wisely gets in the middle there. Cormier frustrated with something. All right, with that, the official decision is brought to you by Metro PCS, who brings you closer than ever to the UFC on a fast nationwide 4G LTE network. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Big John McCarthy has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 1 second of the third round, declaring the winner by knockout. And now, and again, the new undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones.
Man, Skinny Bones is the best in that octagon, man. He go to work. You see what he did to DC? Had him crying like a bitch.
You know, I don't think it's a good idea to interview fighters after they've been knocked out, but I really wanted to give you a chance to express yourself. I know this was an incredible moment for you. It was very emotional. What can you say at all about this and the rivalry between you and John?
I don't know, man. I guess if you win both fights, there is no rivalry, so I don't know.
And we have breaking news here on SportsCenter. John Jones, who just won the light heavyweight title belt from Daniel Cormier at UFC 214, potentially has that title belt in jeopardy.
Devastating news for John Jones, who tested positive for a banned substance around UFC 214.
How much do you think this taints his legacy?
I mean, if this ends up and he gets, and it ends up, getting 2 or 3, that might be the end of his career.
在药检结果坐实后，古德琼斯再一次被剥夺了冠军头衔，而金腰带也回到了 DC 手中。一场传奇般的恩怨对决，最终不得不以这样戏剧性的方式草草收尾。
What should happen with Jones now?
John Jones has officially received a 15-month
suspension from USADA for his failed drug test.
So my question to John Bones Jones is not only you're cheating and that's bad and all that stuff, but how are you getting caught? Now, either you're stupid or you're arrogant.
The way John Jones makes changes is by losing to me. I didn't beat him because all the bad behavior still led to success. Why change it?
邪不压正，从小到大，故事和电影里充满着这样的桥段，但现实却无比残酷。直到生涯落幕 ，DC 也没有战胜无恶不作的宿敌，但他输了比赛，却赢了生活。结束竞赛回到擂台的琼斯依旧所向披靡，但场外却问题不断。
ED has released more video of John Bones Jones' DWI arrest last month.
Did you just hear a gunshot?
I did it.
You did hear one?
Yeah, I did.
Where'd it come from? What's all this green substance you got all over you?
Jason, let's go for a drive, man.
This is video from March 26 when officers responded to a report of shots fired and found Jones behind the wheel in downtown Albuquerque.
While you're getting all that stuff, hand me the open bottle that's right behind the passenger seat as well. The open bottle that's right behind the passenger seat. Reach behind the passenger seat, grab me that open bottle.
Jones later failed a field sobriety test and blew more than twice the legal limit on a breathalyzer.
2021年，在入选 UFC 名人堂的当夜，琼斯又一次被逮捕。就在几小时前，他在孩子面前家暴了自己的未婚妻，而报警的人正是他的女儿。
Oh man, this is so humiliating. I got the Hall of Fame tonight, and then you're gonna put me on this by walking down the street.
Coach, how did you feel when you found out about this news?
It's tough, you know. The hardest part was when you hear that his daughter said you got to call the police officers.
Officer Nerd, calm down, bro. Put me in my Hall of Fame night just because I'm big and black. And what did I do?
He's not allowed to come in the gym because I feel that, I don't know, I feel I had to do that because ignoring it and expecting different results, as they say, is insanity.
Oh, hang me, hurt me, and kill me. What did I do?
His history dictates and determines that the same thing's going to happen. That is his character. That is him at his core.
Being elected to the Hall of Fame, and now this is what I got.
Insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
What did I do? The other prison officers, I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. No, please don't. Okay, that's breathe, bro.
反观 DC， 他后来去了重量级发展，并拿下双冠王。退役后有一份解说员的工作，乐呵呵的人见人爱，在拳馆里成为了老大哥，陪伴着小英和马哈切夫成为冠军。平日没事 ，DC 会去附近的高中教孩子们摔跤，一如当年改变自己命运的学校教练。
My parents aren't here anymore. We lost my mom in March, and my father a week after I lost to Stipe in Anaheim. From losing my first daughter, Kaden, to losing fights, they gave me the strength to be the man that I am today. And Audrey, my beautiful mother, Percy, my dad, I know you guys are watching me. I'm glad I got to show you so many great things, and I hope that you're proud of me, because nothing ever Now my time is over in the sport of mixed martial arts, I want people to remember me as a guy that fought hard every time I got in there. A guy that, although undersized, always gave 110% and did this thing with class, with honor. I want to be a guy that people look back on and go, at every step of the way, Daniel was responsible. He was a role model, he was a leader, and he's the type of guy that I want my kids to try and mimic in sport and hopefully in life too. And that's truly what I want to be remembered for. I etch my name in stone in conversation for the greatest fighters to ever step in the octagon.
You've been a great champion, and you will without a doubt go down in history as one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time.
Joe, I appreciate it, brother. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
You guys have a
We
great night.
appreciate you, brother.
Thank you. That'll be it for me.
好的，那么本期节目就到此为止。这期是骨头琼斯的下半集，但是我觉得从 DC 的角度来讲可能会更有趣一些，而且是个完整的故事，所以最后就做了这个角度。骨头琼斯的故事其实还有，但是无非就是再次犯错，保证不犯，然后无限循环。后面的事儿其实不是很想细说了，如果大家想看的话，可以出一期短一些的谈一谈。我算是他的粉丝，也一直相信他说的他是一个想要成为好人的坏人，但是这个人干的事儿真的就是用朴素点的话来说，他就是个畜生。这是我作为他的粉丝能给出的最中肯的评价了。那么这期就这么多，谢谢大家的支持。如果喜欢我的视频，可以点个3连加关注，会继续更新下去。这里是新人 UP J Rock。Mamba
out. Okay, so you went to school for criminal justice.
Yep.
How ironic.
Oh, really, Nina? You're an asshole, you know? That's funny.
But I mean...
I ended up wanting to be a police, I wanted to be a police officer.